Hi, I'm Philip VanDusen, and in this video we're going to talk about the 6 steps of the science of branding. There's a misconception that branding is basically an aesthetic exercise, that it's based in the emotional, the qualitative, and that it's an inexact process, when actually branding really sits at the intersection of science and art. The art of it is in design. It's the emotional, the feelings, the gut, the variable, the qualitative. The science is the practical part, the cerebral, the static, the consistent, or the quantitative. Successful branding really combines these two. So let's look how strategic branding uses scientific methodology. There are essentially 6 steps in any scientific project, and those 6 steps can also be used to describe any kind of branding project. So let's take a look at the steps. In science, the first step is asking a question. The second is doing research, and then you hypothesize. Number 4 is you experiment. 5, you analyze, and then 6, you make your conclusion. In branding, you start off with a brief, a creative brief. Then you do an audit of your brand and other brands. You strategize, you explore, you test, and then you implement. 6 steps in science and 6 steps in branding. So let's dive into those just a little bit deeper. So in science, you ask a question. In branding, you have a brief or a creative brief. That is, what is the project? What's the problem? What needs to be solved? Do you want X or do you want Y? Number 2 is in science, you do research. In branding, you do an audit. So what is your own brand doing? So auditing your own brand, auditing the brands of the competition, gathering market inspiration and information. Number 3 in science is to hypothesize, or in branding, to strategize. So what is the brand's direction? What are the market solutions? What are the product solutions? What if we tried this? What if we tried that? Number 4 in science is experiment, and in branding, it's explore. So you iterate, you develop solutions, you design variations, you try different approaches. Number 5, in science you analyze, and in branding you test. So you critique a design, you do qualitative and quantitative testing, you do SurveyMonkey, you do focus groups, you get input, you do use case scenarios. So you refine and you change and evolve your solution. Number 6, in science you conclude, and in branding you implement. So you evaluate that solution, you finalize it, and then you create the output, or you implement it in the market. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe below so you can see my videos when they come out, or visit me at my website, philipvandusen.com. I'd love to interact with you and hear about your brand successes and challenges. And while you're there, subscribe to my newsletter, Brand Muse, where I share insights and trends and news on branding and design for entrepreneurs and creative professionals. And with that, thanks again for watching, and bye for now.